All right, well, we are live on YouTube. Um, so I think I'm just gonna start the happy hour. Boom. We are live. Now that we're live, I'm gonna just repeat it. I apologize, folks. I am a little sick, so if my voice sounds weird, or if I just nod off every now and then, just giving everybody a shout out that's why.
Okay, we won't send an ambulance.
Yeah, exactly. That you, no need. I don't want to pay that bill anyway.
No, yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, just one more crazy thing about life.
Yeah, yeah,
So what do you
exactly.
got for us this week?
This week we have a few things. The fun, exciting thing is going to be a new update in the node, and we also, hopefully, if we can get through some technical difficulties, we'll have H code up here. And then just a
Is am I?
few. Oh, hell, hey, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm good. I got it fixed. I don't know what happened. I've been trying to. I've been backing with my audio since. Thank you. Can you hear
Absolutely.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. That's awesome. Awesome to hear you.
Um, I can hear you with a lot of fuzz though. I don't know if anything can be done about that. Huh. Okay.
I don't get that.
There's just a bit of static. That's okay. One problem at a time. We can hear him. That's
Yeah.
that's the fantastic news.
Yeah.
So,
You can make up for it in volume. Right.
exactly. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited. We're gonna have H code here to chat about the task. Those are the two big things. Which is because I'm sick. It's gonna give me a chance to not talk and take a break, which I'm gonna appreciate, and maybe you will too. But before we jump in, I did want to talk a little bit about Koi, and just talk about some of the things that we've been doing, some of the updates. So as you know, we've been working tirelessly on Prometheus, and this week the Prometheus bounty page went live. So you can now go to the Prometheus website. You can go to the bounty section. You can actually check it out. You can start your own swarm if you guys want. Anybody can. That was a huge win for us. And we're moving forward now. We have the document and summarizer task set up, and the next steps on the horizon are to get the builder task out there. And we're all really excited here at Koii because we're going to start building like crazy things in a new internet. It's going to be mind blowing. We have Al, who's out in San Francisco right now, and it's crazy. Like, if you saw his calendar, it's back to back from like 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Just people are like, we need to see this Prometheus thing. Um, it's crazy. So we're having a
But
great time.
to be fair, his calendars always look like that, but in this case, it's just for demo purposes,
This
right?
is this is for demo purposes only. Yeah, his calendar's always
Right.
packed, but usually it's like there's events, there's other things in the day. Sometimes he's doing a bit of coding or engineering or focus work. No, this is partnership meetings wall to wall. It's
Nice.
insane.
That's exciting.
It's
That is
very
so
exciting. We
exciting.
were talking with the people from the Internet Archive. They have a Web3 branch, if you guys didn't know, and they're interested in like using Koi and Prometheus to like make like a Web3 version of the Internet Archive that they'll host there, which is crazy.
Um, but suddenly you just became an adult.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's really, really cool. So there's a lot of movement that's going on, but I can feel myself losing my voice. So, without further ado, I wanted to introduce Soma. Um, like super long time core engineer. He's built so many things that you know and love, and he's now about to present another thing that's going to make everybody's life super easy. It is the task extension helper.
Hello guys, my name is Soma. I'm the task developer and the engineer from Koii. And now I'd like to show. Let me show my screen first. Uh, Around 2 weeks ago, we introduced the task extension helper, which can help you to get your API key quickly And we before like to make it as a task. Like you run the task, you can get the uh, some of the API key quickly, but we want to make it much simple. So in today's Koii node release 1.1.5, we directly add the task extension helper into the Koii node in the task extension setting page. So you can see there's a brand new section here. You can just click open extension helper to get your API key. Let me quickly show the demo. Like in the add task, there's the Prometheus task. And you need more task extension here. Like, oh, I lost my GitHub username and GitHub token, so I cannot run this. So you just click manage task extension, open extension helper. Oh, it pop up on my another monitor. Wait. So they're gonna pop a new page. You already got this. Nice. You click link GitHub. It will pop up a new window. It is 100% safe. And we add more alert, hint, and steps on this. So we just need to follow the step, log in. It will directly help you to go to the page you need. So you do not need to find your API key yourself. It will help you to get there. And there's something like we call it proof of stake builder, and just select the green circle you like, generate token, and you're all set. Quick and easy. Click OK, and you can now back to the add task page, and you're all set to go. That's it. Quick and easy. And you can now run task. So we believe with the new feature, the task extension helper, we can help more users to run the task much smoothly. And please looking forward the release today and enjoy Koi. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Taskmaster Soma, building tasks basically since the first one.
Have you guys ever thought about? I know you're trying to keep the interface very clean and not annoying, but like event reminders right on the task node launcher
For like these happy hour events and stuff, you mean?
in town halls and things internal to Koi, not every partnership under the sun, but
That's an
doesn't
interesting
have to
idea.
be anything even like moving or anything, just like a little box where it's like the next event, people can look up at the computer and be reminded.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting. Um, I like. I mean, I'm just really happy to share things like the task extension helper because we can actually maybe like these are the kind of improvements that make the task a lot more accessible. And I think you're right. Like something like an event helper might make these events more accessible. Something that we're trying to promote is, they're showing up on YouTube now, and we want to have a bigger presence over there because I think YouTube is even more accessible than Discord. You know, so
Absolutely.
yeah, bridging out in those directions, absolutely. Um, just want to give another shout out though to Soma for like the incredible tool he built. I mean, that's awesome. You like the workflow that it used to take to go and get a GitHub key and to get your Anthropic key and the knowledge that it took to do that. You have to watch like 3 YouTube videos. It used to take like 25 minutes for most people, you know? And now it's just like a few clicks. You saw someone get it done in like what, 2 minutes flat? Like I love that. I love that simplicity, and we want to start adding more of these quality of life features, I guess, as we're moving forward with Prometheus, and we're building more things around it. As Prometheus grows, we're starting to see what scaling on Koi really looks like, at the big level, and that means we want to make sure that we implement tools that enable scaling. So it's not just our extension helper. It's everybody's extension helper, and there's a lot of ways that you can participate if you're a dev in the community to get your required tools in there as well. And we're more than happy to engage with that. Always looking for people in the community.
I think that would be a really interesting topic for a future happy hour where everybody's feeling a little better. Is just sort of how you handle sudden scaling emergencies, like Koii 10x's in 6 months. Like, what does that look like from a user perspective? Like, how do you keep up with something like that? Because I've no doubt in my heart that's going to happen.
Yeah, well, these are the kind of things that we're really trying to tackle at Core. We're trying to make it like seamless, like and as easy as possible to scale. So yeah, it's definitely something I'd love to dive deeper into, and maybe have like a whole discussion about when we get the chance.
Absolutely.
Well, that was a fantastic demo from Kusoma. Well done, really appreciate it. Seems like chat is going wild for it too. So huge respect. Um, with that being said, I wanted to introduce our guest of the week, which is Ali, who's been running the smart tasks. So if you've been in the community, I'm sure you've seen the smart tasks around. I'm sure you've seen H code around. And now you might notice that there's a new section for Koi ecosystem projects in the Discord for the smart task, for the sono task, where you can talk directly with these guys. So we wanted to get them up on stage, give them a platform, and learn more about the smart community. So yeah, welcome, Ali. It's great to have you.
Yeah, thank you, Abby, and I'm happy to be here also. It's been a great journey. It's been a lot, and a lot I've been doing on my smart. Let me try and share my screen. So I didn't come on the technical aspect. I know a lot of people are familiar with running tags, just a usual thing, but I want you all to know what is behind um, smart smart task. And I'm trying to share. I don't know. I have a comprehensive slide, but let me just do because I don't want to take much of our. I don't know. Can we? Great. Good. Okay. So smart open network, just like an overview and future plan for smart. So you can follow us on our Instagram, Twitter, smart opennets, and you can email us directly for collaboration, conversation, feedback, and the likes. So okay, so what is smart open network? Now, Smart Open Network is a decentralized, community-driven ecosystem built on the Koii network. So thanks to Koii, because I don't want to take much time, I have explained a whole lot down to how Smart became a product on Koii. So Smart is a product on Koii that is ready to go places and wants to even go beyond and make an impact. So leveraging AI, gamification, and decentralized storage to power Web3 applications. So it integrates smart token, the smart tags, which you all know, then smart AI agents, and Web3 gaming. So rewarding users for engagement, data validation, storage, and AI verification. The network aims to create more transparent and efficient and incentivized digital economy. Now, the introduction, that's just like what smart is. So now I know most of us now we now have more idea of what we are wanting. So now this is the introduction. So a decentralized community-driven ecosystem. That's just what it is. So it's powered by AI, gamification, and DP. They're designed to enhance trust, engagement, and participation. Now, the problem Smart is solving is simple. So Smart rise of misinformation and fake data. So we're trying to solve the problem of misinformation, fake data, data validation, centralized control over AI and data. Gaming lacks transparency. I'm a fan of game. I've been playing games since I think I was 4 or since I can remember. So I love games. I'm so curious about the data around the game. And just like Mavi said, like this is the new internet. So Smart is there to validate, store data, validate those data, reward the users on based on the data result. So trying to filter the internet and trying to give us the sense of ownership for our data. So um, our solution for on-chain data validation, AI-powered verification, gamified participation using smart, transparent community-driven architecture. Now, the whole ecosystem overview, we have our smart task, smart agent, smart AI agent, smart click games. The smart AI agents, as we are running nodes, we are training an agent to identify and know data and be able to know real fake data and learn from what you crowd, we crowdsource or we fetch from the data source. So smartly games, we already have it on Telegram, but we're still developing. So we have a new update. We're yet to deploy a new rollout for it. So there's a lot going on. So be able to um, click on tokens and your earn and perform a whole lot of social tags and earn smart tokens. Then we have the smart token utility itself that is going to have a lot of liquidity staking and is all the plan of smart is to be on an exchange like Bybit and the like. So it's ready to spread the tentacles. So for browser extension, we also have a browser extension. I can demo that right now. It's already running. I'm testing it. So, but I plan to launch probably after the end of this quarter. So, what this browser extension does is that you're training it solves the internet and can get data, validates those data, store them on the Koii network, and then drone node runners can validate those data and train an AI agent on both the extension level and the node level. And it's all connected to Fini wallet, so we can stake and then direct, and whatever we claim or earnings we get from the extension can be claimed directly to our wallet. So the old thing is the pin is integration. So this is the new depends. So digital physical infrastructure. Once you have a system running and computation gets you'll be making passive income and then you are solving problems that help the future internet. So we have the smart use case, store and validate verified data, track and reward social engagement. Verify gaming stats and data, then train AI with high quality input. So the AI agents embed browser extension agents, validate web content and flag fake news, collect and report verified data, web data, improve the AI reliability with verified sources. Now the smartly games, gamified validation experience, players earn smarts for playing smartly games and completing tasks. Then the on-chain game data enhance transparency. So we begin to see the whole gamified data. So then target market. We plan to target our market is to target people like Web3 developers, gamers, gamified platform organizations, AI researchers, and data contributors, influencers, and social media users. Then our competitive advantage is that fully decentralized and transparent. Cross-sector use cases, incentivize user engagement, unique validation mechanisms. Now, our roadmap and milestones. Now, this quarter, we've been able to do public airdrop, enhance more tags, and try to perfect our tags to run fully and do more of integrations and build more things. Then by quarter two, we plan to have our NFT marketplace where we want to be like, even before Koii comes in, we want to have our own marketplace on Koii so we can get to trade NFT for smart and trade other tokens. Then we have smart AI agents. So by quarter three, that's the end of quarter two, we plan to release the plugins. And then by end of quarter four, plan our game expansion, the more smart tasks. So the whole of this to go and build and then make people in more passive income. Then our KPI is to have like 50% growth in smart orders, then 10K daily active targets, user target, another K monthly on chain interaction. So our vision and summary, we define Web3 through data trust, empower community through transparency, validate AI gaming and social economy. Now our call to action. So just join Smart, attend future events, drugs, explore our partnership and funding, and follow us on our social media handles. So thank you very much. And if you want to contact us, that's our contact. So let's just build the future trust together. Thank you, Avi. I hope I am able to present a lot. So, but if I need to demo our tax, I believe the smart tax is known by a whole lot of us. So, but if you want me to demo, yes, I can still show us. But for those who have been, because we've been working closely on enhancing smart tax. What smart tax has presently now, it has um, um, data, gamified data, source data, private data. So being able to partnership with Code.io, I don't know that you know about that. So we have Grid and Rob. So they give us API to fetch those data. So that's what Smart Tax is doing presently. And then some public gaming data and public data. So it's storing the data on the Koii and then validating those data entry and rewarding you for running it. and then creating a new data ecosystem that's transparent, and those data are filtered and this data that are already validated and trusted by you guys. So for the engagement task, curious about um, what we do on our social media and the likes. So we decide to embed. So this is like a demo test for us to embed Telegram. So it's just mostly Telegram channels. So the game channels on Telegram, we're trying to verify their engagement, which anybody running the engagement task. So that was why the engagement task was a bit strict. That's why I put slash in it because I don't want invalid because it has to do with engagement. So I want to actually know that yes, this is actually giving us a real engagement data, and then this will be useful for whoever wants to pull those data and check those data for verification or validation or for any data source or a data bank out there. So that's why. But for the compliance and for us having a great community in Koei, it's been a good one with you guys. You guys have been smart with you guys at your service. So as you are giving us feedback, we are enhancing the task and making it more user friendly usability and more rewarding, more easy to work. So we removed the slash, and thanks to Soma. Soma also contributed. Thanks, I really appreciate that. So we removed the slash, and then we increased the submission windows, and so that it's not good because the time it takes for the submission and the validation is like 20 minutes. So we had to just do some checking around it. So I believe any of us that is still having some issues with it, I think we need to archive, like we need to unstake. When you're on stake, just be sure that that's before you upgrade. I don't know, maybe after you upgrade this can work, but just on stake. By the time you're on stake, you will still get the slash. I've dropped a form on the smart channel. We can fill that form. Smart ready to give us compensation and refund and airdrop for that because what happened is that during the audit, when it was auditing, if it's audit anything like invalid submission, it's slash. It believes that okay, that's an invalid entry. So if maybe it's not able to fetch data, there's no submission or there's nothing to audit. So definitely you get a slash. So that's not your fault actually. So that's why Smart is ready to say, okay, let me compensate. So there's an airdrop that is going out. So there's a fund there. So just fill it. When you get slash, don't worry. Now on stake back, archive. Yeah, so I'm finally on stage, guys. Like, if you know how curious I am and how excited I am, like, I don't know, I want to get to wherever Koii is going to, like, be out there. Like, when you're talking Bitcoin, Ethereum, before you talk Ethereum, now you should talk smart Koii, you should talk Koii smart, so that so we are trying to create a different atmosphere, a different internet, and a different way to make digital economy grow. Okay, so now for the engagement tax, back to the engagement tax. So when you on stake your archive, so go back and run the tax. Start with your minimum. The minimum is 0.01. Start with it. Start running it. It's highly rewarding and it's not going to slash. You're not going to slash anything. But so if probably you notice a slash, that means you should go and clear your cache. You should make sure that because sometimes it takes time before maybe it's still picking your previous data because it stores. So that's the first thing Smart is solving. Like we now become a decentralized smart storage. So aside the normal Web2, Web3 storage, Smart is ready to provide a decentralized storage. So anybody who wants to store um, any data can store on smart storage on the Koii network. And in the long run, the public websites where people can go upload their file temporarily for download, and it will all be on the node and the network. So there's a lot that is going on Smart. So this is just thank you for this, Avi. I think I'll end it up here, and I really appreciate this. So if there's any question or any, I'm open to it. Thank you very much.
It's
Thank you.
fantastic to have you. Fantastic to hear from you. Yeah, no, I mean, I think the two most interesting things that I got out of this one was the data pipelining. Using Koii because we're open source nodes to validate information on the network. Open source validation of data is really cool because that means we get to know, is this data verified? Is this data something that seems wrong or off? Is there something about this data that wasn't properly calculated? You know, maybe you calculate some data or you look at it a certain way, you realize, why is my answer different? It's nice when you can have community consensus over that. If we all get a different answer, we can know that the data online is actually wrong. That's a really cool use case. And then I like the smart storage. I hadn't heard about that much before. I knew you were working on something like that, but you know, that's great. Just a storage layer on Koi to store data and to access data and to, you know that that data has passed a data pipeline that allowed us, I guess, to have the open source community look at it. That's really cool. That's a really, really cool thing.
Yeah, so we're ready to just be, you know, the whole world now know what digital economy is, so they're ready to tap in. So if we're able to just create something that is going to just be like a solution out there, because a lot of people, I in this part of my country, a lot of people will be like, I don't want to put my data out there on the internet. When it gets there, it leaks to do this. No, I said no. There's a way we can filter it. It's to thank God to the decentralized economy to Koei, who has made this because it's been a long while. I've been on different networks trying to make this work. But immediately, I contacted Avi and jumped on Koei, and I found out that the solution is here, and I'm able to just provide it and make it a product. So look forward for everybody when smart becomes a big deal in the market. And thank you all for being there at the foundation and the starting level. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being up here. We really, really appreciate it. It's excuse me, it's really, really great to have devs in the community come up. I think that's what the happy hour is best served for. Like we have our X events where Al gets up and he really talks about you know, the new exciting partnerships that are coming on. He talks a bit more about the, I don't know, maybe sort of the more mainstream stuff. But here we really get to talk and listen to the devs that are working on the projects, from Soma, you know, Taskmaster Soma, OG, Koi engineer, and then, you know, a community engineer, Ali H Code from the Smart, just a huge, huge force in the community, with a really strong task ecosystem. It's an honor to get to see you guys and hear you guys, and participate in your ideas. And now you have a bunch of people here in chat who can give you guys direct feedback, or a part, you know, we're closer with the community now. It's a wonderful cycle, and I just love that.
And
I love the happy hour for that.
this is what it was always meant to be, right? It's democratizing talent. It's giving opportunity. Like you don't have to be hired by Meta or X to make an impact anymore. You can just go onto a Discord channel and drop an idea. It's kind of it's eye opening and amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. Um, yeah, well, I think that in particular, it's possible that we had a question about when we got in the chat, was our Q&A chat, was someone asking about launch dates for tokens featured on Koyocean. And well, basically, I guess I should explain Koyocean a bit better. Koyocean is actually a self-serve platform. Anybody can go to Koyocean. Anybody can sign up their project and their token, and that's for them to have a space to give public information about their token and stuff. Typically, you know, where their token is listed or launched isn't up to us. It's up to, you know, we have a very robust portal for developers to add information about their tokens and stuff. And now that we're adding in the new Koi ecosystem project sections, that's the best place where you guys can say, hey, you know, we're going on to Koi Ocean and we're noticing that there's some information about your token, but it's not complete, or we don't have information. This is a great way to start building that relationship between the developer and the community. And so when does a token launch? Well, it depends. Are you wrapping it on Koi? You know, you're going to our KPL token creator and you're just making a token. Wonderful. That's awesome. Then you kind of already have a token live and you can start spreading more information about that. We have a section to add tokenomics and all this kind of stuff. I'd really like to see us taking better advantage of the Koi Ocean platform. And I guess I just wanted to end it there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and show the Koi Ocean platform. Oh, just one sec, folks. I closed the tab. My bad. Okay, share my screen. So, for those of you who can see my screen here, here's the Koii Ocean page. Um, Log in at the top here. You can also create an account, apply now for Koii Ocean, and you can see all the information about all of our tokens, and they'll load in as you go down. You can see Smart here. If we scroll up, I can show you an example. So we have like Moti, for example, and you can get all the information you need right here. All of this sort of stuff, for example, is to be announced. And here's more about their story. It seems like the markdown isn't working, probably because there's no space there. But in general, yeah, this is like it's a self-serve page where you can go, you can just click log in. If you don't have an account, you can just click sign up. It's all secured by Clerk, and you can create your own Koyocean project. This is anyone. You don't need any dev experience to do this, by the way. Absolutely anyone can make a project. Or you can scroll down and you can actually support the projects that you know and love. Like, for example, the Smart Task. You can come here and you can get all their information. You can download the white paper here, um, and I think it was also dropped in chat. But if you want to pick it up, boom, we can open it up here, and you get an entire white paper and all the information you could possibly want, like token distribution, staking and liquidity. Here we go, amazing. Team advisory fund, uh, love all that. So Koi Ocean is a
Wish
fantastic
all the
place.
white papers were that direct.
It's a really good white paper, and this is where you can find it. So I really suggest you go and engage and ask the hard questions, because that makes the community better together.
That's a
I,
very sleek setup. I hadn't seen that in a while.
yeah, it's still there and we're still improving it. Um, there's always more to be done though. I see a question: is there a timeline for Ofire and Ober details? I didn't realize those are missing, so we'll look into that. We'll start investigating. Other than that, personally, I'm losing a little steam myself. I can
Hey,
feel the
you're
tickle in my
15
stomach.
minutes over your projected time.
There we
You
go.
said 20 minutes. You said 20 minutes. It's been almost 35.
Fantastic. So what I might do then is end it here. Just a little early this week, but I really appreciate everyone coming in, listening to the alpha, seeing the demos. H Code, thanks so much, Ali, for coming up and sharing your project. Um, I'm sure everybody really appreciated seeing that, and I think you'll start to see some more engagement from the community, and I'm really excited to see that too.
And on an ending note from me, I'm just delighted to see some avatars in the audience week after week after week. That's what this is about.
Yeah,
And I'll encourage people to post questions throughout the week for this happy hour. And if they're more involved questions, that gives the team a little bit of time to do some research for you.
100%. Really appreciate that. And you can drop your questions in the happy hour chat, happy hour AMA chat there. I just posted in chat, and we love some of the deeper questions there, so we can really dive into them and have some like more in-depth discussions.
That's good.
Cool,
Well,
cool.
you have a good weekend, everyone. Hope you
Yeah,
feel better, Avi.
thank you, thank you. You as well. Thanks so much for coming up, though.
Yeah.
Sweet,
Have a good
awesome,
night.
folks. Well,
Bye.
happy Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend. Cheers.
Bye.
Yeah.